Hey there. You got a second? You look like someone important in the Empire, huh? I, bet you could get me to who's in charge.
I've got no ties to the Empire except what they pay me.
But you, know people, right? I just want to make a trade. The Resistance is a lost cause. I want to come out of this with my head. I got info. Right here. Where the rebels are. What they're hitting. Introduce me to the Mucky Mucks, and I'll trade them the rest for a berth off-planet.
It's possible High Command might be interested.
You bet they would be. Nothing happens in the Resistance that Griffin Remus doesn't know about. I think Lieutenant Trishota handles defections, but he's been targeted a few times, so he don't take people off the street anymore. You convince him I'm the real goods, and I'd bet he'd cut you in a finder's fee.
Are you the officer who deals with defectors?
Yes, though I prefer not to be quite so open about it. I'm Lieutenant Trishota. High Command has tasked me to learn how these rebels think, as distasteful as that is. Have you found a candidate? Someone of enough value for the Empire to recruit instead of capture?
A man named Griffin Remus. He seems to know the rebels well. We should work with him.
Let me see anything you have on him. We could use a man on the inside. Thank you. I'll transfer our standard finder's fee to your accounts.
Ah, bounty hunter. You may have just stepped into a job opportunity. I understand you are not averse to occasional off-the-record tasks which require some discretion. One of our officers has just had an unfortunate dust-up with a valuable delegate, and we need to doctor the results.
I'm all about results.
So I've heard. This officer recently quarreled with one of our Chiss delegates. The delegate did not survive. The Chiss have provided crucial intelligence here and elsewhere in the war. It would not do to strain relations with them.
What's your game plan?
We have doctored a security recording to make it appear that Balmorran rebels attacked the delegate. We need someone with no direct connection to this officer to go to the room where the murder occurred and upload the doctored footage to the security cameras. With luck, we can turn this into a galvanizing point against the rebels.
Just point me in the direction of the action.
The delegate was killed in the back room of a cantina. I'll give you the coordinates. Just tell our man at the door that you're working for Brearden, and he'll let you pass.
I'm working for Brearden. I handled your cover-up. As far as anyone else will know, the rebels killed that Chiss.
Excellent. And I have heard nothing of it, which is even better. Please accept this payment for your service and your silence.
Praise the Emperor! You cannot know my relief to see someone of your known loyalty and celebrated independence. You are the answer to a problem that has gone from insulting me to threatening the entire Empire.
I'm paying attention.
My name is Gan Sakol. I'm a senior science officer here at Troida. Perhaps you've heard of my involvement in the Protactinian bomber design. No matter. It would only help you understand the sensitive nature of what I do, the secrets I'm privy to.
Let me guess. Those secrets walked off with someone they shouldn't have.
Indeed. Though that's a kind way to describe high treason. But let me be direct. I am not the traitor. My wife is the one who betrayed first me, then our empire.
Care to elaborate on that?
I should never have brought Kalara to this forsaken backwater. I was so hopeful when she finally stopped complaining. But no, she found her own entertainment. His name is Jerez Bant. He's a thug, clears the tracks at the cantina in Sobrik. Imperial intelligence believes he's a spy, and I am certain beyond doubt that he's the one who has the design plans that disappeared from my bedroom drawer.
If he's got those plans, he won't see tomorrow.
I was hoping you'd say that. Your reputation for creative justice precedes you. The plans must be recovered before Jerez sells them to the Republic. He should be at the cantina now. I will gladly give you as great a reward as I can muster should you dispose of this refuse. Then I will deal with my wife.
Evening, sir. What can I offer to wet your throat and bring a smile to your lips?
A mug of your best, then tell me where to find Arazbant.
Men were looking for him yesterday, too. Imperial intelligence. Whatever he did, I don't want to know. Araz! Leave the girls alone and get over here. Someone wants you.
I'm working. What's your business?
Tell me what you know about Kalara Sakol.
Kalara. Can't say I recall that one. There was a girl last night. These spikes like little thorns all down her neck. I've never even seen an alien like... Well, I guess that's not who you're here about.
I'm here to get back what you stole from Officer Sakol.
All right, I know the Sakol girl. Hardly worth this hassle. Little twit barely knew how to kiss a man. But yeah, I've been there. She gave me a few things, for safekeeping. Here they are. It's just some data disks. I don't even know what's on them.
Was Kalara in on this? Did she give you the discs?
You think she's innocent? She knew who I was. But when we were together, we weren't talking politics.
Just make sure you're out of Imperial space by sundown.
Don't worry, you're not my type.
You look satisfied. I hope it's because the wretched spy who stole my blaster designs lies dead on his own floor.
He surrendered your documents without the need for violence.
I will not question your judgment. I'm certain you had reason to release a known Republic spy. But what of Kalara? Did you question him as to her role in this affair?
All he said was, she's a lousy kisser.
The bore! But I won't linger on that image. It's clear Kalara's part in this was vital and willing. If you haven't tired of my sordid tale, perhaps you could undertake one more task.
I'd have to hear more about it first.
If the authorities learned of Kalara's folly, it would ruin the good name of this office, shut us down for months of investigation. All the while, the Resistance would be gaining strength.
Don't ask me to cover up a crime.
No, not cover up. The penalty for aiding a spy is death. Kalara deserves no less. I have been considering how best to end this disaster. It should be quiet, quick, something that can be blamed on the rebels, no questions asked.
I've got a talent for that.
Let me call Kalara. I will tell her you are to escort her to my colleague Garboza at the Imperial outpost. The route has many isolated spots suitable for rebel ambush.
Oh, is it time?
My dear, this is the bodyguard I've asked to bring you to the outpost. Garboza asked me to thank you for your assistance at such short notice.
You'll be safe with me.
I certainly hope so.
He will meet you at the transit point. Wait for him there.
I love you too.
Go then. When you find yourselves alone, you can put an end to her treason. And my marriage.
You can count on my discretion.
Just be kind about it. I loved her once. It is best our names not be linked after this. When the deed is done, go to Officer Garboza at the outpost. He'll have your reward. You need not say what it's for.
Ah, you must be here for Officer Sokol's wife. He said to expect you. One moment.
Gan doesn't usually go out of his way to see me protected. Is this going to be so dangerous? I can't remember the last time you voluntarily let me spend time with a man who wasn't stodgy or senile.
Maybe Officer Sokol is just worried about you.
Worried about his property, maybe. If he cared about me, I'd see him more than just on the comlink, you know? Let's get going. Why are you looking around so much? Like that? It's like you're looking for someone. Are you expecting an attack? Why did Gan send an armed escort when I'm just going to the outpost?
I'm supposed to kill you as a traitor to the Empire.
What? Gan wants you to kill me? Are you going to?
If you betrayed the Empire, you deserve to die.
I haven't done anything. Good grief, is this about Harris? Yes, I slept with him, and the slime never even picked up a comlink after that. Is Gan such a baby that he'd frame me for treason because I slept around? Treason? Seriously? Tell Gan that Harris is a jerk and I've broken it off. If he had the guts, he would ask me himself.
Your boyfriend has known connections to Republic intelligence.
I don't know anything about that. The guy told me he was a pilot. Look, can't you just talk to him or something? He wouldn't really kill me for this, would he?
I let you go and he'll just send someone else. You should get off planet by nightfall.
But where will I go? Everything I own is here. I mean, thank you, but over one night? One lousy night?
Well, if it isn't the best paid engineering consultant on Balmorra. I mean, no offense, but you don't exactly look like science core material, you know? And what exactly is he paying you all this for?
Hunters live to serve. It's what we do.
Usually more of a skin your enemies and leave their bodies to die kind of servant, though, right? I hear things. I can make it worth your while for dirt on how Officer Sokol's been spending Troider money.
Keep your credits. I'll just take what I'm owed.
Suit yourself. I'm sure I can find someone else who knows what Sokol's up to.
These blasted Balmorrans have no idea what's good for them. They should have fallen to their knees in gratitude when we first offered to bring them into the glory of the Empire.
People's loyalty is bought more easily with credits than with a blaster to the head.
So, if the price is right, would you assist me? Last week, those wretched rebels managed to reprogram the defense turrets around Sobrik to detect and target Imperial troops. The engineers I sent to fix them were massacred. My only hope is to find someone willing to brave both the rebels and the turrets themselves to repair them.
I assume you've got the credits to back up that request.
I lost my best engineers to this threat. If you stop it, you're welcome to all I would have paid them. The turrets are scattered around the perimeter of the city and guarded well by rebel spies. You'll need to use this to neutralize their defenses, then upload this code to allow us to reprogram the proper targets. Those rebels will pay for their impertinence with their lives.
The turrets are ready for reprogramming.
Hail the Emperor! I owe you my thanks and far more. The Corps of Engineers will more than compensate you for your service. Now those rebels will see how lucky they are to be part of the glorious Empire.
The Bounty Hunter. I've heard of you. I'm Fixer 66. I'm with the Operations Branch of Imperial Intelligence, and if you have a moment, I'd like to show you something.
You have my attention, Fixer.
On the left is an ordinary Republic comm unit issued to Resistance fighters. You've probably seen hundreds before. This other one is a Republic comm unit that has undergone some surgery. Please look, don't touch. The second one contains a half kilo of high explosive that detonates when the talk button is pressed.
That's intriguing.
The plan is to take a few of these sabotaged comm units behind the Resistance's lines and plant them on their dead. The Resistance should soon salvage the comms and take them back to their headquarters. The resulting explosions will cripple and panic them. We'd prefer someone like you to take point. Someone who won't break if captured and who can go without reinforcements. Can you do this?
Let's make this happen.
Head over to our technical man, a Balmorra local we drafted. The men call him Toybox. He'll give you the ordnance and show you how to transport it safely.
Fixer 66 called with the details. I've got your comm units rigged and ready to go. Oh, my name's Toybox, or that's what they call me. I used to make... Well, never mind. Quite a plan the Fixer's got. What do you think of it?
It's closer to terrorism than warfare.
Yeah, if you ask me, Fixer 66 has been fantasizing about the results of this mission a little too much. He's assuming soldiers will be the ones stripping any Resistance bodies, but civilians pick over bodies all the time. Refugees, sympathizers, sometimes you'll even see children do it.
It's regrettable. Unfortunately, no one makes a child-proof bomb.
No, but it's more practical to kill a soldier than a civilian, right? We want a high-value target. While I was making the bombs, I remembered I had some empty grenade casings lying around. Now, a comm unit anyone will activate. But if we trapped a grenade to explode when armed, only soldiers will be in the blast. What would you think of that?
Give me the grenades. I'll put them to use.
Here, they're all of the same type, so you don't confuse them with any you might be carrying. Just put them on the Resistance bodies, and Fixer 66 will love the results, I guarantee it.
There's been chatter on the Resistance frequencies while you were off planting the ordnance. Resistance grenades have been malfunctioning. Would you know anything about that?
Toybox had an idea to limit civilian casualties. I went with it.
Civilian casualties are intentional. Both civilian and Resistance must fear the bombs. It's how we kill their morale. But besides that point, when you countermand my orders, Imperial troops need to be notified of any change. We now have to throw out every salvaged grenade in the mix because we don't know which ones are rigged to blow.
The Resistance has to do the same, and they lost soldiers. You're still ahead.
That is 1 point in your favor, but a war of attrition was not what I had in mind. For his part in this, Toybox will spend a few days in the stockade and receive lashes. You I cannot punish, but I doubt we will work together again.
Keep trying to raise them. I may have another avenue. You, Bounty Hunter. I'm Major Tyrus, commander of the 2nd Battalion. I'll be blunt. I need someone who can pull a rescue operation immediately and keep their mouth shut afterward.
Is this someone important?
It's not a single person. We've lost contact with Besh Company's entire 1st Platoon. We sent them into the All Droid factory for a covert electronic operation. 8 hours ago, their communications blacked out, which means the droids are onto them.
What are their chances that close to Okara?
I'll be frank. Other than grass, the soldiers are the only living things within a click of that factory. That's the droid's protocol. Nothing survives. So when I say I need you to find 1st Platoon, I mean it.
I'll head to the Okara factory immediately.
Their ranking officer is Lieutenant Rutau. If the droid's got him, then please, take command and lead the unit back.
Get down! The droid patrols will spot you. Sorry to be jumpy, but if they find one of us, they'll find all of us. I'm Lieutenant Rutau, 5th Infantry, 2nd Battalion, Besh Company. I'd say 1st Platoon, but there isn't one anymore.
Your ankle is charred down to the bone. You need a medevac out of here.
Oh, that. I knocked over a droid and he shot me from the ground while I was slagging the others. That faceless one there is him. It was one of the many droid patrols from the Okara factory. They spotted us uploading a virus, surrounded us. It was ruthless. Droids aren't like people. They don't retreat. They don't accept surrender. They just keep exterminating. So now it's up to me.
How can you succeed where a platoon failed?
It's an acceptable risk. I'm not worth more than any of the rest who died here. I'm just luckier. If I can ambush enough patrols of battle droids, I can upload my packets and run before my painkiller wears off. What else can I do? I'm not going to ask you to go where I wouldn't.
Your courage is admirable, but unnecessary. Give me the viruses.
You do have a maneuverability advantage. If you're keen to do it, I guess that's best. Here are the virus packets. Your targets are the probe droids that travel with patrol escorts of battle droids. Destroy the battle droids, then use this security spike to crack the probes. They'll upload the viruses right into their network. You're alive. And not only that, my comlink is picking up signals again. Is everything uploaded?
That network should be choking on malicious programs.
Now it's my turn. I'll aim our scanners at the Okara droid factory to measure the extent of the damage the virus has caused. If the computer core shuts the probes down, I can record how long a window that creates for future assaults.
Would it matter if I told you to go back to base and get medical attention?
Sure, and I will. Their anti-air defenses should be compromised, so I'll creep out of here when it's safe. I cannot express what your success will mean. Not to me, I'm nothing, but to the families of the men who died for this mission. Those soldiers did not fail their empire, nor did their empire fail them.
Lieutenant Ruta reported in. He says you completed the platoon's objective alone.
Ruta was too humble. He expended great effort to carry on the mission.
We will recover him when possible. Now, a new development demands attention. Our battalion may have been unable to assist the platoon at Okara, but I assure you they were not sitting idle. Auric and Kresh companies, and the remainder of Besh, simultaneously invaded rebel posts in Broken Valley. They found something.
Go on, I'm listening.
Our droids went through the rebel databanks and pulled out messages about them occupying a tunnel network we call Cave 52. The rebels are in Broken Valley, and they're moving in cargo. All indications are that this load is special.
Like what?
To protect this cargo, they transferred in one of their elite units from a continent away. If our whole battalion comes knocking, they'll evacuate immediately. We'll need a small, fast attack to get inside K-52. The guerrillas know the tunnels quite well, so I suspect they have ambush points.
It doesn't matter where they hide. Their fate will be the same.
Good. Word will spread about the captured posts, so I would head to Broken Valley immediately. We'll have a surveillance officer monitoring K-52's largest entrance. His name is Trecht. When you've seen the cargo, report to him, and he'll contact me on a secure frequency. Go in strength.
I'm here. What do you need, Abracadabra? Hold on. How did you get in?
I have a way with people.
All right, I can take a hint. Listen, the people in that complex aren't of any consequence, and are certainly no threat to the Empire.
They have quite an escort for people of no military value. Try again.
I'm telling the truth. They're Force sensitives, and the law on Imperial planets is all Force sensitives must be trained as Sith. If you don't train, you're executed as a potential threat, but not everyone would make it as a Sith. Some people discover their sensitivity when they're too old, or they just don't have the will. So they go into hiding with us.
What do you do with these washouts?
What would anyone do? We take them to Republic planets, get them a job farming dirt or making hyperdrives or whatever. But the Emperor keeps making laws that say they have to die.
If they are no threat, they have little to fear from me.
Are you serious? Your superiors would... Well, I won't tell them if you don't. Everyone in that cavern will have you to thank for their lives. We'll clear everyone out of the caves. It would be best if you could say you found nothing here.
You're Tyrus's operative, correct? Good to see you alive.
Major? Yes, I'm here with your operative. He secured the tunnels. No, I contacted you immediately, sir.
He wants to know if you made it in time.
K-52 has no cargo. They moved whatever it was before I entered.
Sir? We've got dust. Uh-huh. I'm certain, sir.
He's cursing about Imperial intelligence again. You may want to sit down. This usually takes a while. Sir? Yes, sir. I'll pass the word on. He apologizes for the unnecessary danger. It looks like our battalion is going to be searching the other caves.
My work here is done.
We'll find their nerve center soon enough. And when we do, they'll pay. You, on the other hand, are in the Major's good books. He wants to commend you for aiding the battalion. If every soldier we had risked their neck like you, this Empire would be a much different place.
Hit! Repeat! I'm hit! Meridian Grace is going down! Cargo's too important to lose. A gift from Ty Corden. List of major supply caches hidden before the occupation. Activating all droids on board. They'll protect the data disk. We're not gonna make it.
I've heard of you, mercenary. How fares your hunt?
I've discovered a series of secret resistance supply caches. Interested?
Oh. Oh, this is rich. Ty Corden, stubborn fool. Nobody hides supplies from the Empire. Now they're ours.
Use the data how you want. Just pay me.
Of course. Exceptional work demands equal pay. You've chosen the right side, Hunter. Keep hammering the Resistance. There's good money in their demise.
Excuse me, what's your clearance? I need someone for a retrieval mission. It's a matter of Imperial security. The Republic raided one of our research posts. A ship escaped with stolen plans for a brand new walker design. Luckily, our gunners just brought the ship down. I need someone trustworthy, to check the crash site and retrieve those plans.
In my line of work, you soon learn how to keep secrets.
Oh, good. Good. Intelligence is up in arms over this. This is the route to the crash site. Oh, if there are any survivors, kill on site. Take the plans to Agent Nianla. She'll get them to safety. Thanks. It was a stroke of luck meeting you.
These are the stolen walker plans, I take it. So, Lieutenant Quisoon finally did something right by choosing you. Imperial Intelligence appreciates your hard work. I'll personally ensure these plans are secured. Congratulations.
Your reputation precedes you. Watcher 8, Imperial Intelligence. I'm authorized to hire anyone I need, and I need the best. Agent Veld, my top field operative, has failed to check in. Instead, I received some garbled distress signal. I will not abandon Agent Veld. I need him found.
Knowing Agent Veld's task could be the key to finding him.
I can't risk exposing the details of a field agent's mission. I can give you Agent Veld's last known position near the Republic's main landing field, but the rest would be up to you.
Both Agent Veld and his mission are in good hands.
Glad to hear it. His distress signal was sent from these coordinates. I'll send him an alert to watch for you, but it may not get through. Good luck.
Go. No, wait. Watcher 8 alerted me about you. My mission's been compromised and I need your help. I need to gather clearance code cylinders from Republic officials around the landing field. Sadly, prying the cylinders from their bodies will be necessary. I've already identified the targets. I need you to handle them and take the code cylinders back to Watcher 8.
I assume you won't just be sitting here while someone else does your job.
I'll be finishing my recon mission for Watcher 8, which is classified, you understand. When you have the cylinders, plant some explosive charges on the ships on the ground. I need a distraction for the critical stage of my recon.
I thought Imperial intelligence was more circumspect than that.
The time for elegance is long gone. These should be enough charges. I know Watcher 8 trusted your skills, but be careful.
Agent Veld was able to relay a message to me. Your assistance is appreciated. As are these code cylinders you gathered. Rest assured, we will find them most useful. Again, my thanks.
From the look of you, I don't need to ask if you can handle a gun. Interested in some target practice? Simple. Big reward from upstairs and the targets aren't even moving. The Republic scattered gun turrets along the defensive line, and my forces can't break through.
If there's payment involved, I'm interested.
I can be generous when my men's lives are at stake. Hit the turrets with everything you've got. I'll contact you when there's a breach we can get through. Good hunting! Knew I could count on you. My forces will make it through. Great work!
Just the hunter I was hoping to see. I have a top-secret contract that requires your talents. Exactly 52 minutes ago, a Republic spy infiltrated an Imperial capital ship. The blast-happy scum killed 16 loyal officers and made off with a sample of our most deadly bioweapon. Now this spy's on Balmorra trying to hand the weapon over to the Republic. We must recover it first.
When he shows his face, I'll blast it and grab your poison.
Thank you. This subterfuge must be punished, starting with a spy. He crash-landed in the swamp. Republic search parties are moving in, but the real problem is the wildlife, Balmorra's nastiest man-eaters. Also be careful with the bioweapon itself. The casing might be damaged, and I'd rather not have to explain 1,000 unplanned casualties.
The spy was dead when I found him. He hid the bioweapon, but I dug it up.
Poor Republic. All that trouble for nothing. At any rate, congratulations. I'll include a full description of your heroics in my report. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see to the bioweapon safe transport off Balmorra.
Don't sneak up on me like that. Sorry, I've been on surveillance here for 4 days straight. My reflexes aren't what they... I'm following up on a known rebel base location.
You might have need of me.
If you want to help, I won't stop you. One of the captured rebels admitted his team was scavenging unexploded thermal detonators from battlefields. They're using the thermites to build their own improvised bombs.
What's your game plan?
Does that mean you want to help? If you're in, I think we should feed these scum their own medicine, steal their bombs and use them on them. I'll transmit the specs, where to get the bombs, and the best places to blow to bloody bits once you have them. If you pull it off, let me know. My superiors will want the gory details.
The rebels' facilities have been destroyed.
Some fireworks. You're fast, and you're good. Nothing like the smell of rebels roasting on their own blasted suitcase bombs.
Master Pontillo, target's preparing to move out.
But you still refuse to attack!
My men are corporate security, sir. We can't defeat Republic commandos in a fair fight.
Then, you're fortunate I see one last option. You, bounty hunter. Maverse Pontillo, of the Pontillo Foundation. I have a proposition for you.
What sort of proposition?
I was, a businessman. I supported the Empire when this war began, both in and out of the boardroom. The Republic sent a squad to kill me. They botched the mission, killed my wife and daughter. So my mercenaries tracked the commandos responsible.
We lured them from their base with a distress call, but they came ready for a trap. We can't afford...
I can afford anything! So since my men refuse to strike, I'll pay you to murder every squad member who took part in the attack on my family.
Like it or not, innocents die in war. Murdering these soldiers won't bring your family back.
No, but it would be only fair. The commandos are scouting those polluted wastes. I'll need proof of their deaths. Blood, dog tags, I don't care. But kill them. Make things right. It's really done, isn't it? The men who killed my family, you've made them pay. The names match the dog tags. They're dead, all dead. Go home now, Captain. My wife and daughter are avenged.
I'll have the men prepare for departure, sir.
It's not as satisfying as I expected. Perhaps I should see whether those Republic soldiers had families.
Justice has been served. You won't gain anything by murdering more.
You may be right. I'll think on what you've said. You've done well for me. Take your reward. Farewell.
Come in, Torsen. This is headquarters. Lieutenant Torsen, please respond. Sir, we've got something. What? Lieutenant Torsen, is that you? Blast it, Naoto. Get me a clear visual. What are you supposed to be? Some kind of mercenary? What happened to my team? Where's Torsen?
What's the situation?
Torsen's squad was deployed to recapture that region's farmsteads. The Resistance is desperate for supplies, pushing to capture every food source available. I hope to retake the farms and put their crops to our use. That's no longer an option. We have to destroy the crops on those farmsteads. We cannot allow the enemy access to such a valuable resource. You're already in the area. Can you help us?
I'm overqualified for this job.
Torsen's squad was carrying a set of RK-9 soil devastators. For this contingency. They'll be on the soldiers' bodies. Once you have the soil devastators, fight past the Resistance patrols and position them in the growing fields. The devices will blight the soil beyond all use. If you could, contact me again when the objective is complete. Good luck to you. Ah, hello again. Scans show the soil devastators in full operation. Excellent. Thank you for taking the time to assist us. The operation would have failed without you.
Happy to be of service.
I've arranged for a small token of my gratitude to be sent to you. Thanks again.
Yes, what is it? I'm a busy man. State your business.
You butchered innocent people, Captain, and you're going to pay for it.
I assure you, this is all just a misunderstanding. The villagers, you see, they deceived us. They ambushed us, and we had to kill them. No impropriety, nothing personal in what happened. I simply did my duty. We can keep this simple, can't we? You can forget whatever it is you think you saw, and I can forget about leaving these credits sitting on my desk. Agreed?
Turn yourself in, or I'll take matters into my own hands.
You leave me no choice, then. So be it. Colonel Aiden, this is Captain Varmet.
Yes, Captain.
I wasn't entirely truthful when I told you what happened with the supply drop-off.
This is Lieutenant Zach Harrell, 83rd Platoon. It's my final duty to report. Mission failure. My squad had orders to recover stolen Imperial data card from Resistance fighters. Recovery complete, but my men suffered extensive injuries. Ambushed by Republic patrol. Many men too injured to run. Wouldn't leave them. Not to those animals. We stood our ground, called for air support, but the enemy must have jammed our signal. Republic scum slaughtered my men, shot the wounded where they lay, and left me for dead. The enemy stole the data card. They now possess codes to open any Imperial security door on Balmorra. I accept full responsibility. Should have run when we had the chance. Overheard them mention a computer at their outpost, taking the coded data card there for decryption. If reinforcements find this message, recovery of stolen coded data card, maximum priority. Find Republic outpost. Retrieve coded data card. Return to Captain Laba at our forward base. He'll know what to do.
Wonder how much that data card is worth to the Empire.
Lieutenant Zach Harrell. Signing off.
Captain Labber, 83rd Platoon. I don't normally work for mercenaries, but I'm willing to pay for some extra eyes and ears right now. One of my squads disappeared while returning from an important mission. I'm mounting a search and rescue operation.
A holo recording from your squad leader directed me here, Captain.
Holo recording? I don't understand. Wait. That data card you're holding. I recognize those markings. That's the security codes the traitors stole. I sent Lieutenant Harrell's squad to recover that. They didn't make it, did they?
They fought bravely, but they were outnumbered by Republic forces.
I served with Lieutenant Harrell for 6 years. This must not stand. It's time to burn every Republic outpost to the ground. Show those dogs how the 83rd Platoon avenges its fallen.
I'll organise what's left of my command and drive those scum off Balmorra by myself if I have to.
Lieutenant Harral stood his ground when he should have retreated.
Harral was one of the best I've served with. But you're right. We need a solid plan of attack. It's good you retrieved that data card. If the Resistance had cracked our security codes, their saboteurs and commandos could have struck where we're most vulnerable.
One should always help a righteous cause.
You've done the 83rd Platoon and the Empire a great honour. I wish I could offer a greater reward, but I'm afraid this will have to do. You have a head for battle strategy, mercenary. Thanks for helping me keep mine.
Is there some kind of problem?
You see, we're setting up a new base of operations where Outpost Freedom is now, but those Colicoids are proving a headache. Our orbital bombers have specialized toxic bombs to drive them off, but apparently they need infrared markers to aim at. I'm looking for someone to place those markers.
If this was so simple, you'd have placed those markers by now.
Well, there are a ton of Colicoid nests in that area, but nothing you can't handle. We need the markers placed in these locations. Once they're all in place, I can order the bombardment.
That seems simple enough.
I'll contact you when I read the markers are in place. Watch yourself around the Colicoids. Our bombers are pounding those Colicoid nests into toxic dust. You do excellent work. Thanks for your help. You've certainly earned this.